Do all streamers think the same? Let's see.
No, I'm taking care of everyone else. I'm driving him to get the resumes. No, I'm taking you to McDonald's, okay? We're gonna get you a job.
You're 31?
Put it on God, you're 31.
Put it on God. Put it on God, you're 31. You're 31 years old?
Why are you saying it like that?
All right, we're gonna start with the very.
We're dead as the only generation to make the age 30 seem like it's such a bad thing. Why do we dead as make 30 such a bad thing? Like, I don't know why. We're literally gonna be the only. Actually, no, I feel like the future generation is gonna say 20s even worse, man. I was hearing even freaking. If you're in like your late 20s, that's bad, man. But yeah, nah, we just make 30 seem like it's such like your granddad level, like.
First question. Being a niche creator is better than being a variety creator.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna go neutral. Because if you're a niche creator, you're obviously gonna have a loyal fan base. Niggas are just gonna be there just for that. But the second you try to do something different, niggas are out the door, bro. That's the reason I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna disagree, actually. I'm gonna disagree. But I'm not gonna strongly disagree. I'm just gonna disagree. Because, yeah.
Wait, this is disagree, right?
That is disagree. That is agree.
This is disagree over here?
That's disagree, strongly disagree.
Because look, imagine Clicks. Imagine Clicks just started doing like IRL streams. They're so much realer. That's what I'm saying. But like, at the same time, what if one day you're like, boom, I want to just try something different, like an IRL stream. Like if Clicks was to do an IRL, no, I won't say IRL. Or can I say IRL? Yeah, I'll say IRL. Or even a different game. Even just a different game. He's cooked. Well, not cooked, but like niggas are gonna be in the comments, gonna be like, oh, what about this? What about that? When are you gonna play this? When are you gonna play Fortnite? When is Fortnite happening? Fortnite. There's always gonna be the certain amount. But if you're in variety, right? No one is gonna complain. Like, say for example, your Rage. I'll say he's variety because he does everything. He's not gonna have people complaining about what he does, you know? Because I even feel like with communities, it just depends. I won't say realer because like it just depends on your community. Look at YRG, FNG, all of that. They're real as hell. DEO, them niggas are locked in with Bruce. But that's all I'm just saying. Like, if you're a niche and you try something different, there's always going to be a set amount of people who will have an issue with that. In today's streaming world, obviously.
I kind of want to go over there for some reason. I don't know why. I want to go over there.
I chose disagree because I think it's good to have a niche. I think that's really important to know what you're known for. But
if your community goes to mainstream, yeah,
put
it
yourself in a
gets too
box
toxic.
to only that niche, you're only gonna reach people in that box. So it's better to have both, the best of both worlds.
I agree with that. I think that having a niche is good because like you have an audience that enjoys that niche.
The best thing is have a niche, but you can also do a variety of shit. That's what it is.
They love that. They know what to expect. Like having an audience that knows what to expect. But as the years go on, trends change. You never know like people are gonna be wanting to watch. And I think it's good to build a variety audience that will watch you for you rather than that niche that you are showing people. So yeah.
Do you know, I feel like that's what stable Ronaldo. I'll say that's what stable Ronaldo. Because Loki, if he did not switch to that variety, oh my gosh, I don't think he would have been streaming. Like he even said that himself.
I am here because I feel like it depends on the creator because, for example, I think that being like a VTuber can be in a box because then you're limiting to yourself to virtual things, but it is also like a niche that a lot of people are comfortable with and a lot of things that they really like. I always say expand because there's so much out there and there's so many creators.
Facts.
Just find what you love to do. There's so many options. You don't have to hold yourself to any. So that's why I'm here.
Listen, I'm here because I'm gonna keep it a buck. We're like NBA players. As streamers, we're like NBA players. We need to adapt to the new ages. You know what I'm saying? What was I on about with that point? I was on to something.
VTuber Arkwin? Never, boy.
You were following me, right? Yeah, no, you were following me. But we need to adapt to new things. I feel like niche, you're kind of putting yourself, of course, like they said, you're like in a box, but like you need to be in like a, you know what I'm saying? You need to be out there. You need to be a jack of all trades to make it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like
That is true.
in this day and age, there's people that are good at doing this, that, and the third. So why not be better at all of them?
Period.
Honestly, I just get pretty bored of doing the same thing every day. So if I had like had a specific niche, I just think I would just hate streaming. So yeah, that's kind of it, really.
Oh, juicy. I regret sharing my personal life online.
This is disagree.
Strongly disagree.
Wait, I'm thinking.
That's neutral.
I'm not gonna lie, it would be 50-50. I feel like, okay, some shit, as a big streamer, there's some stuff that you kind of have to. You kind of have to tell. Well, you don't have to, but like, it's best that you do. But at the same time, there is stuff that you don't need to tell people. And if they find out, it's bad. Well, it depends. Like, maybe you don't have to tell no one about your relationship, because when people find out you're in a relationship and you're a big content creator or a famous person, like, it just goes downhill, in my opinion, from everything I see. Like, if like, I would say, if you're hiding your relationship, right, you hid it for so long, and then one day you decide to announce, oh yeah, you're dating this person, it just ends bad because of what happens. Like, you know, parasocial people, exactly. That parasocial shit is so bad, bruh. But I do it myself sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. I be parasocial with like the whole Jason shit. Jason Sakurai. I was so parasocial. But there's niggas you take it way too far. And then if you stop talking to the person, them same niggas will go into their comments and say the craziest, most outlandish stuff. Like, it's just crazy. Like, people be wilding, bro.
Oh, hell no. You crazy? I'm happy. That's the whole point. That's what I'm saying.
I don't regret sharing my personal life, but I definitely would have kept some things a little bit more private. I think when you put things out there on the internet, people like to ruin it.
I mean, I've been on the internet for over 10 years now, and I've learned that I think a lot of my community really enjoys watching me and being a part of it because I've been so overly open about my life. So, I mean, they've been there when my dad passed away, through like past relationships and stuff. So I think that openness drew people in, which got me to where I am today. So
I also agree. I started in Valorant, and so it was just like, you've surface level me and low-key me at my worst mental state possible all the time. And so I started vlogging because I was like, oh, I want to document my life. I want to share what it's like being a streamer, and in college at the time. And I do agree that I do regret sharing things at times. And there are like pros and cons.
I look, you might do some vlogs by
like
next year.
What you can and can't share.
But I want to get like that DJI
I always think
Osmo,
it's worth it because that's what makes
or like a good camera.
content.
But I
fun at
can't
the end of
edit.
the day.
That's the one thing.
I personally don't have
Like,
a plan
I can't
B,
do it.
so this is like everything to me. You know what I'm saying? So why not put everything out there? And I feel like as a creator, it's pretty good.
Like, imagine I hit them vlogs.
Someone that used to,
But
be
it'd be like a
viewer, I used
once
to
in like
really
every 5
like when a
months or
streamer was like
4 months.
genuine and not just like, you know, because this day and age there's a lot of fake. So oh my God, Jesus! As a viewer, I really connect with somebody that's genuine. So I'm trying to be that type of streamer. You know what I'm saying? That's someone that puts everything out there. And yeah, I think that I've done pretty well doing that.
True. W Yugi.
Nah, like when I was a viewer, I remember I used to like love living through my streamers. So, you know, as a streamer, I like to have my viewers live through me. So I tell them everything. Like yesterday, I was handcuffed to a girl and I had to go use the bathroom. So they had to sit there and watch me through that. So that's just how life is as a streamer. You got to pour out your heart. And that's just how it is.
What does he mean, like, fully? That's funny, man.
And that's really how I live streaming. So
You shouldn't be a creator before 18.
What?
You should not. Do you agree with that? Do you disagree? Do you strongly agree? Do you strongly disagree? Are you neutral?
Okay, but then look at Ryan Toy review, Evan Tube. Who else? FGTV, Speed. Well, actually, I think this is a situation with Speed. I'm gonna get on that. But all these kid YouTubers, they're creators. But I feel like in the Twitch world, in today's Twitch world, it's hard to say. But like at the same time, I don't even know. Actually, no, I just disagree. You can. Like I would imagine I would love to have blown up by at that age. Well, even at a young age, because I feel like it gives you in depth. You get experience at such a young age of how this world works, the streaming world. That's why I say, like, look at Speed, man. I think Speed is actually a good example for this, right? Before this nigga turned 18, this guy was literally a threat, bro. This nigga was the biggest threat to anyone's platform, man. And then, as soon as he turned 18, it was still kind of bad. But then after that whole incident that happened, look at him now. The most influential person. Because he started this at such a young age. He learned from all of these mistakes at such a young age. That helped him. Speed had the craziest character development in the Twitch world. I'm not even gonna lie, of all time. Like, he was a threat to platforms, right? But then, obviously, he grew up. He's now, like, most influential. All of that. Like, I'm not even joking. He could have been on the Cuffum, like, he could have went down the Cuffum route. I'm not even trolling. Like, the Kick, Cuffum, all of them. That route. But he could have easily turned up, into Pipeline with Aiden, No, he was literally, before he turned 18, he was literally going through there. Like, he was on that level. I'm not even trolling. That's what I'm saying, like, he's obviously learned from it, all these mistakes at such a young age that he knows at this older age, he's like perfect now.
You should not be a creator before 18. Oh, we're split.
Oh, you agree?
Like I said, I view this like kind of as like you guys might think I'm crazy, but I view it as an MBA. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just don't some people spawn in and think they could be a streamer. It's not that easy. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Obviously with maybe parental supervision or something like that. But I mean, I started streaming when I was very young. You know what I'm saying? Being a YouTuber, everyone had dreams to be a YouTuber. I think a lot of people did as well. So why does it matter? You know what I'm saying? Of course, not too young, like at the age of 9 or something, but I genuinely think, before 18 is fine. To be honest,
I'm pretty neutral. I think it's so dependent on the type of content and how involved with the parents.
Because tell me why there's a clip of apparently the Shay's auntie throwing ass on Rakai, bro. Well, around him after Rakai asked for a 360, and you give it a 17. Let me not even say it, but you give someone that's not even over the age of 18 a 360 and starts working. Like, that's not normal. Like, shit like that is not normal.
And what platform, because I can imagine like unboxing toys. Like, isn't there like a YouTube channel where, I think that's there. It seemed pretty harmless, age appropriate, and supervised. So I think it really depends on the situation. The internet lasts forever, and what if you're under 18 and you say and do some crazy stuff that's going to be on your record forever?
I chose neutral because it's the same thing as Ray. Digital footprint is scary. And then I was also thinking from a female perspective, would I want my daughter to hear the types of things that I have to read?
Gotta go, have a
Absolutely
W
not,
stream,
especially
bet.
if
I'm gonna
she's
see
so
you, bro.
young.
Yeah, honestly, I may have been kind of swayed more to this
Let me
one.
see you.
But if I'm going to stick on this one, I think a lot of
Sleep
it comes
well,
down
man.
to, I feel like when I was like 15, 16, I was pretty sensitive to most things. So I just think like, I don't know, I think I probably would have, I don't know, you can get pretty like borderline bullied or whatever, So I think that would probably affect my self-esteem and then could have just messed me up a little bit. So more like that side. I know, bro. I'm a sensitive soul. What can I say,
I know a lot of people that started really young, and it's similar in other entertainment industries like K-pop, where they sacrifice all of their childhood and all those things for whatever they're doing, and they're obviously happy with what they're doing, but it's like when really young people are making content like the kid friendly things that Ray was talking about, I kind of view that as like the child and the parent being the content creator. The reason why I'm all the way over here is just because like people on the internet are crazy. I'm glad I started
True.
later because I knew all the things about safety, and then also like why people project the negative things that they do. And it really can shape the way that you perceive yourself and how you treat other people. Obviously, like there are special cases with like supervision and things like that, but I think that even being a role model to other people that watch you is something that you have to develop when you're younger.
I feel like a product, not a person.
Dude, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. No, yeah, no. But no, I just genuinely feel like a person just doing their job, and I try not to view it as like a product thing, because then that's when I think I lose it, because it's like I'm starting to see it as, you know, oh, I have to do these things, or I have, instead of wanting to do these things. You know what I'm saying?
There's been like some sponsorships I've done where I've definitely felt like a product because it is what it is. But yeah, not really. I just kind of I enjoy what I do. So it's not like, I don't know, not that you guys enjoy what you do, just to clarify.
I think it's really interesting how all the girls came to this side and all the guys went to that side. And I feel like that points to the different pros and cons that each of us experience. The first thing that people notice with a female streamer is the way that they look. It's not
True.
about their personality or how funny they are.
That is true.
It's the first thing that they look at. It's the aesthetics. For example, when my announcement video came out, a lot of people were pointing out just the way that I looked instead of the type of content that I do. And then I think that's where it feels like, oh, do you even see me as a person, or do you just see me as something on your screen?
When I chose this slightly agree section, I was thinking of it from more of like a brand. No matter what, streamers were a product. Like when you go to companies and sponsors and stuff, like when they hire you for things, like you are the brand that they're choosing to work with and stuff. So I was
That
reading
is
it from that
true.
point, and then I realized when all the girls were over here, I was like, oh yeah, it does remind me of how like when you're streaming, like chats like do something, they poke you with a stick, like do something, streamer, do something. I don't care how you feel, you ugly stupid girl, do something, make me laugh. So yeah, I do think that sometimes the way we're spoken to is a bit desensitized because we are.
I ain't
just
gonna
on
lie,
a
that
screen
is
for a lot
true.
of
The female streamers, niggas dead ass like, I don't even know how to put it. Who can I put? Like even when the good, okay, I was streaming university. That whole incident with that girl who was making fun of the way the girl looks. Why, as a woman streamer, you're doing shit like that? Like you're just going out here because you think you're gonna blow up because of looks. You're making yourself feel like you're not the person, not blown up for being a person. Like I feel like, especially like it's just straight off looks.
people. So yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, I I agree with what they both said. I think there's a point of being like objectified as a woman, and it's harder for them to look past just your outside appearance. And also agree with like the brand thing, because there's a lot of the times when companies reach out to you and they want to work with you, but they want you to do exactly what they want instead of like, oh, do you have any input, or like, are you okay with this, or does this even fit with you, honestly? Yeah.
It's okay to copy other creators.
Yes.
It's okay to copy other creators.
Of
Strongly agree.
Bro, everyone copies each other, bro. Nigga, I'm copying reacting right now. Everyone copies this. It's just how you do it. You know? It's how you do it. Even if you do the same thing word for word, bar for bar, it's going to have a little bit of authenticity. Whatever. Authenticity. Everyone copies each other. Literally, they're copying niggas right now. It's just how you do it in different variations. That's what it is.
Agree and neutral.
I do think it depends on the context. I think that there is transformative content. You can like take something and like make it your own piece of content. You can react to things and like add to things. I do think that there is a beauty in being inspired by other creators and changing it in your
Facts.
own way or making it your own. Like, there's nothing wrong with being inspired. Pretty much everything in the world is because of previous ideas and acts and stuff. So I think it's just matter of doing it respectfully. Like, you can't just straight up steal. You know, you can't just claim something as your own.
Exactly.
Say
Just
where you got
don't-
the inspiration from and stuff,
Exactly.
and credit creators and things. So, pretty neutral about it.
I think the funny thing about the internet is that like everything you think you've created already, it has already probably been done. So I don't think there's nothing necessarily wrong with quote unquote copying other people, but like Ray said, you can't copy it to a T. You got to put your own spin on it, otherwise that's
Exactly.
plagiarism.
I'm gonna sound like a nerd right now, but I read a book that was just talking about how creative ideas, everyone's thinking about whatever you already thought about, and if anything, they've already done it before. That doesn't necessarily mean like it's their idea. So like it's like a form of inspiration. Like there's a lot of times where I come up with something and I just can't do it, and then somebody else does it, and I'm like, okay, period. Or I see something and I'm like, oh my God, I really want to do that. I feel like I could do this and this and this to make it better or expand it. I think you can really tell when someone's like copying someone versus taking inspiration. And I always think that because the space is so saturated, just do it. Why not? As long as you have the right intentions behind it.
I think I was thinking about it very surface level. Yeah, apparently I think that's why I ran over here. But I'm gonna still defend it. If you think of an idea like you said, someone has done already, I feel like every streamer is different. You know what I'm saying? Even if you try to like copy something to a T, it's or not copy something to a T, it's gonna be copied regardless.
I would still create even if no one was watching.
This might be kind of trauma.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm doing it right now, bro. I'm always do it. I feel like, okay, I'm gonna put it like this, right? When I first started, I would stream until I seen I had 0 viewers, right? When I seen the 0 viewers, I just ended the stream. And I was doing that for like almost a year. And then I took my long ass break, and now I'm back. I feel like that taught me, if I want to keep doing this, if I want to grow, I have to do this even if no one is watching, bro. I'm going to have to just do it. Continue. Even if no one is watching. Like, I don't think anyone's watching right now. I don't even know. Because right now, I don't look at my chat, my viewer, the amount of viewers I have at all. Yo, Heated Killer, man. I appreciate you for the follow, man. Love you, follow. But yeah, you just have to do this even if you have 0 viewers. It's Brain? Who's Brain? Brain? Bro's a zombie. Brain from... Bro, this guy said Brain. This guy said Brain, man. Man, how you doing, man? Heated Killer. I'm gonna start calling you that from now on. I'm gonna start calling you Heated Killer. Regret you weren't working there when they got the nickname? Bro, why you use a megalo, bro? Where'd you get that from, bro? Who told you about that emote?
Dumping, but I don't have a plan B. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm better at anything. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I kind of gotta make it. If not, you know what I'm saying? But
Magic.
yeah, I feel
Right.
like regardless if you're at 0
Right,
to
right,
100
right.
to 1,000 to 10,000, you should be acting the same. Or obviously not acting the same, but you should be creating and putting the same energy as you should every other day. You get what I'm trying to say?
I
That
think
is
there's
true.
a bit of delusion that comes with being a content creator. Like you kind of have to be like, I'm going to make it. Like I think subconsciously when I started, I was like, oh, I'm gonna make it. I know I'm gonna make it. I know I can do what I want to do because I have the work ethic for it and I know what I'm capable of doing.
That is true.
So I feel like every creator has that in one way or another. Another part of it is just like that the whole reason why I started is because I was just doing it for fun and I've always just been a really creative person. So I think it fulfills me a lot.
I'm neutral because I think it's been 10 years. So if I was,
Wow.
I was gonna say I could retire at this point. Yeah,
She
so I
actually could.
And I think,
Fuck.
but then it's like maybe I'd be here because I would still be like creating. I'd still be creating entertainment through Hi Studios. Like I'd still be doing other forms of content other than streaming. So I guess I was here because I was thinking about streaming, but I still would be creating things. So it's like maybe I'm like here instead. We got to work on your plan B just in case, you know. Yeah, no, we gotta figure out a plan B for you because it's not looking too good at this point, buddy.
I think I would still create content if even if there was one, but I probably wouldn't do streaming. Like I don't really want to. I probably wouldn't sit for like 7-8 hours of my day. Just for like one, I'd probably like do what Anita said, like probably do like more like vlogs and kind of create it more for myself than anything else. So I think I would still make content, but it would be for a different reason, more like kind of like a memory bank for me. Than
See
like
me,
looking at
I'm
it
gonna
like
keep. I'm gonna keep streaming, bro. And then I'm also gonna do some YouTube, and then I'm also gonna make some TikToks, and then I'm also gonna do. No matter how many viewers, man, I'm gonna just keep doing it, man. Keep going.
trying to do a job from this kind of thing, you know?
I think I'm in a more different situation than like someone like Valkyrie. Like if I go to one viewer right now, everything's over. Like I can't pay rent. I'm done. I'm out on the street. I gotta go back home. I just moved out to LA. So if I go to one viewer right now, I gotta get a job. I gotta hit McDonald's up or something, bro. I gotta do something to make it, bro. But oh God. No, you said
they got on video. That's Yugi's plan B.
No, it's,
right,
I'm taking care of everyone else. I'm driving him to get the resumes. No, I'm taking you to McDonald's, okay? We're gonna get you a job.
I've outgrown my audience. You strong agree, slightly disagree?
What does that mean?
Are there
I think a lot when it comes to streaming, or at least streaming very, very early, is growing with the community. I think that brings in a lot of like coziness or like a lot of genuineness. Or genuinism, is that even a word? I don't think that's a word, but it's like you kind of grow with them. Of course, there's some people that kind of find another streamer more entertaining, but I think when it comes to outgrowing, you have to be in it for years. Like years. Like I'm talking about years. No.
Why do you keep looking at her?
Why are you always looking at crazy?
Bro, she's done this for years too.
No, I've done.
Evan's like 28.
Damn! Oh my God! You're 31.
Put it on God, you're 31.
Put it on God. Put it on God. You're 31. You're 31 years old.
Why are you saying it like that?
No, he definitely outgrew his. I'm not playing. Listen, there's nothing wrong with being 31, like I said. But like I said, I'm very, I'm 22. I'm 22, so I'm very like early on. I'm very early on, so I guess I can't necessarily outgrow. But I think there will be a point where I guess like people outgrow out of me. As of right now, no, I don't think.
Yeah.
I think I've grown with my community instead of outgrowing, if that makes sense.
I was kind of thinking the same thing. Like, I feel like if they're still with me at this point, then they came for me. So there's not really a sense of like outgrowing them and feeling like I don't need them anymore. You know, like they're part of my journey. And
Okay, look, I feel like in terms of content, if you're watching Ryan Toy's review, that's an outgrowing content. But it's also, I'm not saying like he will fall off. I feel like he's gonna forever be there because obviously there's always gonna be kids like blowing up. I mean, going to watch him. But I feel like as you grow older, you're gonna outgrow. I feel like that type of content, if you're doing like toy reviews or if you're doing, honestly, even games. I won't say games, but like certain games, like it depends on what the game is. That's outgrown content. But I feel like if you're doing like variety, I don't think you're gonna get you'll outgrow your audience. Look at XQC,
would like to
Aid, and all of them.
keep everybody who is from the start with my journey as I grow.
It's been a long time. Been doing this for 10 years. I've recently checked my demographics and I can literally see how it's changed over the years. And right now, like 50% of my audience is ages 25 to 35, which is literally growing with me. And there's a lot of people that I recognized from 10 years ago when I first started streaming. And then I have people come in 5 years later that are like, I haven't been here because I was in the military or I was in school and I just wanted to pop in and see how it was going. So it's really cool seeing people come back throughout the years. But I do think that my audience is growing with me. But I also do see like there's like newer audiences. Like, for example, when I collab with you guys, I see like the youngins come in. They're like, oh my God, they're like, go auntie. And I'm like, yeah, I'm auntie now. I'm auntie of this generation. But it's really cool being able to like be like a role model for like the younger generation and stuff. So yeah.
When I first started streaming, and like the type of people that would come in is still the same type of people that would come in now, even if they're new to the community. So I feel like nothing has really changed, but in a good way. And it's the same thing where people like go to school and they come back, or things are going on in life, especially the progression of everyone being at home because of COVID. And then they're like, hey, I am going outside and I have a job now, but I'm here again. Or seeing like your achievements and them coming back and be like, oh my God, this is crazy. I feel like streamers have a really tight knit community. And it goes for a really, really long time.
I don't know if you really, I don't know if you really outgrow somebody. Like I was watching Valkyrie when I was like 16, and now I'm like 22. Yeah, I mean, you know what people like yeah. So you watch people all the way back then, and you could just watch them today too. So
I don't really have much to add to it, really. Like, I just think, I think you kind of grow with your audience. I think a lot of it is also down to just your evolution of content that kind of comes with it, and then kind of just going with the times. If you kind of get stuck in one thing, I guess you can outgrow your audience, maybe because they're moving on to something else and you're kind of stuck in like the older kind of trend, I guess. So maybe like that side of it. But yeah, no, I think you can always just grow with your audience. And I feel like I have done. So yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
That'll be vid.